What's up, Turbo Tribe? Welcome back to the channel that fuels your passion for horsepower, off-road legends, and all things auto adrenaline. If you're new here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a gear shifting moment. Today, we've got something compact, capable, and downright legendary. It's the 2026 Suzuki Jimny, a pint-sized beast that's made a massive name for itself across the globe. And let me tell you, Suzuki has taken it to a whole new level this year. Exterior: let's kick things off with what hits you first. The styling. The 2026 Jimny doesn't mess with its roots. That classic boxy silhouette remains, and thank goodness for it. It's bold, retro, and instantly recognizable. But Suzuki didn't just keep it classic, they've sharpened the details. The front 10 now features a more aggressive grille that's wider and trimmed in matte black, flanked by signature round LED headlamps that maintain that heritage look but now pack a modern punch. The indicators have shifted slightly outward, giving the front fascia a bit more width visually. And that new bumper, it's functional and fierce, with improved approach angles and fog lamps tucked right in. From the side, it's still that unapologetic slab-sided shape that screams off-road warrior. But Suzuki's added subtle design cues to bring it up to 2026. Blacked-out fender flares, side cladding, and a slightly tweaked window line give it a more upscale vibe without losing the rugged DNA. The wheel arches still bulge like they're flexing, and they've got reason to. Sitting on 16-inch alloy wheels wrapped in chunky all-terrain tires, the Jimny has stance and swagger. Ground clearance has seen a small boost this year, now sitting at just over 220mm, which is more than enough to clear rocks, ruts, and urban speed bumps with ease. Swing around the back, and you'll notice Suzuki hasn't abandoned that charming tailgate-mounted spare tire. In fact, they've leaned into it with a redesigned tire cover featuring bold Suzuki lettering. The rear tail lamps remain vertically stacked and set low, keeping that utilitarian charm alive. The rear bumper has been reshaped too, improving departure angles and reinforcing this little box's serious off-road intentions. And yes, the tailgate still swings out sideways, a love it or hate it design feature, but a key part of the Jimny's identity. Interior: slide inside, and the 2026 Jimny has come a long way from its humble, no-frills beginnings. The dashboard retains its rugged flat design but now integrates a sleeker, more refined layout. A new 9-inch infotainment touchscreen sits proudly at the center, offering wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an intuitive interface that's surprisingly responsive. The gauge cluster is a blend of analog dials and a new central TFT display that shows off-road data, pitch and roll angles, compass headings, and more. Materials have gotten an upgrade too. The plastics are still hard-wearing, because, let's be honest, this is a mud lover's ride, but they now have a better grain and finish. Rubberized knobs, chunky air vents, and a tougher steering wheel design keep things functional and fun. Suzuki even threw in a bit more sound deadening this year, making the cabin quieter than before. Seating remains upright and basic, but in this 2026 version, the front seats have been reshaped for better lateral support, and there's finally an armrest. Thank you, Suzuki. Rear seat space is, well, still tight. This is a compact SUV after all, but there's slightly better legroom due to a redesigned seat frame, and the rear now folds flat in a 50 hours 50 minutes split, opening up a surprisingly generous cargo area for a vehicle this size. You're not hauling furniture in this thing, but for camping gear, tools, or even a week's worth of groceries, it's got you covered. Performance: now let's talk performance, and yes, things have gotten a lot more exciting. The 2026 Jimny comes with an all-new mild hybrid powertrain. Under the hood is a 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system that boosts low-end to work and improves fuel efficiency. Output stands at around 110 horsepower and 138 Nm of torque, but don't let the numbers fool you. Thanks to the Jimny's lightweight build, it feels peppy and responsive, especially in low-speed off-road situations. You've still got that classic ladder frame chassis, a rarity these days, A plus 3-link rigid axles with coil springs and Suzuki's Algrip Pro 4WD system. This isn't some fake crossover pretending to be rugged. This is the real deal. With selectable 2H, 4H, and 4 liters modes, the Jimny can claw its way up hills, ford shallow streams, and crawl over rocks like a mountain goat in hiking boots. The low-range gearbox engages smoothly, and the traction control system has been fine-tuned for better grip in sketchy conditions. On the road, it's definitely more composed than before. The new electric power steering has a better on-center feel, and the mild hybrid system smooths out throttle response. It's not a highway cruiser, but it's far from the shaky, loud ride older Jimnys were known for. Brakes feel solid, and visibility is excellent from all angles. Parking this thing is a breeze, especially with the new 360-degree camera system. Yes, they've added that too. Fuel economy has improved as well, with the mild hybrid setup helping the Jimny hit around 16 to 18 kilometers per liter depending on driving conditions. Not bad at all for a four-wheel drive machine that can handle serious trails. And now, the big question: how much is this trail tamer going to set you back? Pricing for the 2026 Suzuki Jimny varies by region, but globally, it starts around $24,000 for the bass variant. The fully loaded version with all the tech and 4WD goodies tops out closer to $28,000. That's a solid deal considering what you're getting: a true off-road capability, legendary reliability, and now a touch of modern convenience. In some markets, Suzuki is even launching a 5-door version, which adds more practicality without compromising on the fun factor. So what's the verdict? The 2026 Suzuki Jimny continues to be one of the most lovable and authentic compact 4x4s on the market. Suzuki didn't try to reinvent it, they refined it. They kept what made it great: the shape, the simplicity, the capability, and added just enough modern upgrades to make it competitive in today's market. Whether you're a city dweller with weekend trail dreams or a die-hard off-roader who wants something simple and unstoppable, the Jimny delivers. It's not perfect, it's still small, it still isn't made for high-speed cruising, and it's still a little quirky. But guess what? That's exactly why we love it. It's a character in a world of clones, and in 2026, it's better than ever. Thanks for hanging out with us, Turbo Tribe. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Jimny, smash that like button, drop a comment below and tell us, would you daily drive this little beast or save it for the trails? And as always, hit subscribe so you're first in line for our next review. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and stay turbocharged.